Bishop Luers boys team looking to stay perfect as they host a 4-win Homestead squad tonight. And they start this one off certainly on the right foot as Carmani Davis drains one from deep in the corner, and that gives the Knights the 3-0 lead right off the start. But Homestead, well, they know how to shoot a bit themselves. They go around the horn, getting everyone involved until they find Jake Kuhlman open in the corner, and this one turned into a 3-point barrage early in this game. This time, it's Darion Truesdale's turn. He sinks the deep ball. That ties up the score at 6. But we're not done with the Truesdales. Then it's time for the other twin, Draylon Truesdale, adding to the total with a 3-pointer for himself. Those two are going to stick together and they join Central Michigan's squad next year. But in the meantime, it's Bishop Luers as they defend home court 68-56, the victory for them there. Then from one Bishop to another, Dwenger hoping for similar luck as they host Concordia. We pick this one up in the second half, 4-point game, and here come the Saints. Off the miss, it's George Pori with the rebound and the jumper, cuts into that deficit, and Dwenger is not done just yet. This time it's Aslan Nolan working his way up the court, the spin, up, under he goes, through two defenders and lays it in. It's now just a 1-point game. But hey, that's when Concordia really picks things up themselves. From the free throw line, the offensive board put back in by Evan Armstead. And then in the closing seconds of the quarter we go now, and Concordia is going to save this ball from going out of bounds, sends it up to Noah Trent, top of the key. He sends up the floater. It's good with just 3 seconds on the clock. The Dwenger buzzer beater, no good in this one. And that's how you end a quarter for Concordia. They ride that to a 65-50 win over Bishop Dwenger.
All right, and from Bishop Dwenger over to Wayne, the Generals hosting the Carroll Chargers, and it's going to be the senior H.J. Dillard III working his way to the bucket. Nets it, all gas, no breaks here for Wayne early. Chase Barnes here, splash in for 3, count the bucket and the foul. He makes a trip to the charity stripe tonight. Then it's going to be LaShawn Green wants in on the scoring tonight. He does just that. He connects for the bucket. Carroll trying to get something going here tonight. And how about a 3-pointer from none other than Brody Fisher? He banks it, and when all was said and done, the Generals emerge victorious, 61-46 your final. And we're also following the Northside boys on the road against Snyder tonight, where the Panthers run away with this one, 80-51 your final.
All right, down to Southside we go now, where the surging Archers come into tonight's game against Northrop, a perfect 6-0 on the season. This one low scoring through the first. Southside's got a bit of a lid on the basket until finally it's Zachariah Belcher who puts it through off the offensive board, and Belcher ends up leading a bit of a surge here for the Archers. It includes this free throw right there, which keeps Southside within range. This game's still anybody's within their reach. But here on Christmas Sweater Night, it's the Northrop Legends who are hitting buckets when it matters most, getting everyone a touch until Ahmed Salam pulls up, hits the jumper. Northrop goes on to win this one 48-43 and ending Southside's perfect start to the season.
We go to Canterbury High School now, where the Cavaliers face off against Black Hawk Christian. It's going to be the Braves, the offense making quick work here early on, trying to add more points to the score, and that's when none other than Bryce Stefton gets the ball, and that's when good things are bound to happen. From downtown, launching a 3-pointer. How about it? He sinks it. Next up, it's going to be Jaden O'Neal slicing down the court, passing it to Peyton Reinhardt for the easy lay-in. And then finally here, Bryce Lacrosse is his name. I'm going to pass it quick to O'Neal. All chords there, up and in. Blackhawk Christian shows up big, winning the game over Canterbury 76-26.
All right, let's head out to Sea-City now, where the Eagles host East Noble tonight. And Sea-City Stratton Fuller starts us off with the hop, step, and sinks it. That's the first bucket of the game. Known for his football skills, he can get it done on the basketball court as well. But now it's East Noble's turn. Evan Cope assists Nathan Bowker, top of the key for the 3. The Knights grab the early lead, but hey, that would not last for long, because on the other end, how about Owen Marshall for Columbia City? He gets the 3 for the Eagles this time, and Sea City leads it 8-5, and that lead's going to continue to grow. Later in the quarter we go, Caden Berna with the bucket and the foul for the Eagles. Columbia City builds an 18-point lead after the first quarter, and they show East Noble no mercy. The Eagles win this one 60-44, improved to 5-1 on the season. East Noble now falls to 1-4.
Heading on over to DeKalb High School to see the Barons hosting Norwell tonight. We start this one at the end of the first quarter when Norwell ends it with a statement shot there, hitting the mid-range jumper to beat the buzzer and bring that momentum into the second. And then onto the second quarter we go as the Knights stay hot, sinking this basket up close, bringing their lead to double digits. Still in the second here, Barons trying to answer back as they launch one there from the top of the key, and they sink it. Norwell up 7. Knights back on the attack, though, as they drain a three of their own, and they're not done yet as they sink yet another one from behind the arc. Look at that. They keep their foot on the gas from there on out as Norwell wins this one on the road, 55-44 your final. And let's check in on the rest of the scores around the NE8. Leo took a trip out west to challenge Huntington North, where the Vikings conquered the Lions 68-59. Then New Haven went down south to take on Belmont. It's the Bulldogs. They slipped past Belmont by 4, 60-56.
Over to the NECC now. We start in Butler, where Lakeland had themselves an absolute day. They leave town with a 40-point win over Eastside. And then checking in on the rest of the NECC action from today, Angola played host to Westview, with Westview winning that one in a thriller, 50-46. And then we got Churubusco in search of their first win. They're hosting Prairie Heights. And hey, they get it. They end Prairie Heights' own winning streak as Busco wins this one by a score of 58-49. Then to Noble County we go now, where West versus Central Noble is the action we've got, and it's the Chargers from West Noble coming out on top by 5, 56-41 your final there.
Over in the ACAC now, Adams Central plays host to Woodland, with the Jets flying high to a 64-48 dub. Then Jay County hits the road to face off against Delta, where Delta tops the Patriots by a final score of 60-44. Then we've got Bluffton coming into the day on a hot streak. They host Southern Wells, and Bluffton rolls 68-27. Then Heritage takes on South Adams, with Heritage getting a big 66-29 victory.
And then guess what? We got even more scores for you. We head out to the Three Rivers Conference now, where Manchester hosts Southwood, and it's the Squires coming away victorious. They win this one absolutely huge today, 83-27. And then Wabash on the road facing Northfield, where it's the Norsemen who win this one 40-27. Then lastly, in the Northern Lakes Conference, top 10 ranked Warsaw against Wawasee, and the Tigers stay undefeated, 67-48 your final.